For years, I thought that I was stupid. I grew up thinking that I wasn't good at languages, that I was as bad as languages as my father was. And now I can speak 7 languages. Of course, I mean, one of them is Spanish and is my mother tongue, doesn't count. But the funny thing, as you can see, is that I am the same stupid girl that I was in high school. And of course, as you can see, my intelligence didn't change. What it changed was the way that I am learning languages. And in this episode, I want to show you how I learned languages so you can, learn how to. First of all, don't think that you are stupid and you are not capable to learn languages. No, I mean, that's the basic thing. But then also some tips to understand how languages work and how you don't have to learn languages. Okay, everything is all right, but who are you? Yo soy Chris, the teacher for VanLifers, and I am teaching Spanish since 2014 because I was helping to a teacher in Italy, and he said, "Hey, would you like to have to give some lessons?" I said, "Hey, why not? Let's try." And then it became my life. And so from that point to now, I learned 6 languages, and this is what I learned. The first thing is that I am not bad at languages. What the thing was wrong actually was the system. I failed 6 up to 7 signatures in high school. So you can imagine how stupid I thought that I was. But the point is that in my life, in that moment, the environment was really, really difficult. My parents went get divorced, and everything was messy, unstable. So I couldn't focus on my studies. And plus, I don't know if you know this Pygmalion effect, where a figure of authority say to the child that if she says that you are amazing, the child is going to believe that, oh, wow, I am amazing because my mom or my father or my teacher say to me that. So I am amazing. And also the opposite, like the other way around. If they say to you that you are bad at languages, maybe some of your parents, teachers, uncles say to you that you were, maybe they even say to you that you were stupid or something. Uh, Probably you grew up thinking that, but hey, you are not. For example, what it is wrong is actually the system, because the educational system, they want to give you some knowledge and, like mathematics, language, la 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 la, this thing, but they don't ask you, hey, how are you? Like, how are the things at home? How you feel? Are you focusing? Are you focused on your studies, or you are thinking about other things? Maybe you are afraid of coming back home, and because in your house someone is going to ¿cómo se dice? To yell at you. I don't know, like they don't ask you. They think that you have to be perfect and study and that. So this is the first thing that is wrong, and is connected to the second one. Because everything is wrong, they don't teach you how languages work. They teach you how to fill the gaps. And filling the gaps is okay to learn some stuff, but not to be the basic of your education. So the second thing that I learned is that languages is not like they don't translate. It's not a translation thing. It's a context thing. In this context, in English, in the same context, you would say another thing in Spanish. For example, maybe in English you say, one of my favorites is to say fair enough. And what you say in Spanish is tienes razón. You are right. And it's not that you can't say you are right in English. Of course you can. But however, in the context in English where you say, fair enough, it's the same context that you can't say justo suficientemente o suficientemente justo. Or no, es que no, you can't say that. You can say, es verdad. It's true. Tiene razón. You're right. No? So, please try to remember, and this is a very big change, that languages are context. They are not translations, are context. In this context, you say one thing, and in the other context, you say the other thing. So what you have to think is, okay, this in Spanish, they say this thing. For example, estudio derecho. How would I say in English? I say, I study law. I think you say, right? Hey, Google, apaga la alarma. What would you say in English in this context where Google is doing ting, 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 ting? Hey, write me in the comments. Also, I want to remember or to remind you. Oh, remember and remind. That's another one. I learned it because in the context that you say in English, I want to remind you, in Spanish, we say recordar. We don't have two different verbs. We just have one. How I learned it? Because I thought in context. In the same context that you say remind, in Spanish, we say recordar. So recordar also means to remind. And what I wanted to remind you that in the description of this video, you also have a super basic structure that if you use it, you don't need grammar to start speaking Spanish. I know that it sounds attractive, but actually when you use it, it is more attractive, even more than just watching the video. So use it because also you get more than 20 verbs in English, coño in English, in Spanish, that they are for VanLifers. So amazing. And let's go to the third point. I would really recommend you to have an anchor person. What is an anchor person? Is the person where you feel confident and safe to make mistakes in the other language. So when if you speak a lot with this person, after you can go and speak with others. So, for example, I give you an example. I am learning right now Valenciano. Valencian, it's a language that we have also in Spain. And my boyfriend, he's Valencian. Even if I speak, like this is the sixth language that I am learning, even if I speak five, like I learned other five before, I am always afraid of making mistakes. Always. That's why I am a really good teacher, because I am feeling all the time the horror of making mistakes at the beginning. And you always get frustrated. Always. No one can get you away, this feeling. But it can help. Someone can help you to go through it in a very calm way. In this, for me, this person right now is my boyfriend, and with him, I feel super safe and comfortable making mistakes. And then when I have to speak in Valencian to another person, even if I am afraid, every time I feel a little bit more confident to speak with the other person, because I practice it first with him in Valencian at home. I had anchor persons like my teacher in university with Italian, after my flatmates. Then in France, I had also a teacher that I felt so well. And also what I say, my mother, my French mother from Workaway. Amazing experience. ¿Qué más? Other teachers in when I was learning Spanish Sign Language. Super cool and feel super okay to make mistakes. And while you speak a language, that it can be with your teacher and also with another person, while you are practicing the language, at the same time, you are building the grammar structure in your head. You are learning grammar. You are understanding how grammar works. So, this is how I gain confidence speaking very fast. Instead of starting with grammar and then start speaking, I did the other way around. I have an anchor person where I felt confident making mistakes and at the same time learning grammar and put it in practice. So I gain confidence while I am practicing. I mean, you one day you will feel confident as I feel confident speaking in English. Of course, I make a lot of mistakes, but right now I don't feel, like, oh my gosh. Right now, I don't feel that, but I felt it one day. And maybe I felt that way until the conversation, I don't know, 999, the conversation number 100, like 100, 900. Hey, Google, apaga la cuenta atrás. I think it was a cuenta atrás where I put all the alarm. I can't remember. Maybe it's the alarm. Bueno. So, also remember, right now we have the wait list if you want to join the program Arranca tu Español. And before that we finish, if you really want to understand, maybe you don't have problems to speak, but you have problems to understand people, the next episode is amazing and it really will help you to understand more people because this advice that I want to give you are the things that I do for myself. I never say, maybe I can say, oh, you can do that. But what I do to learn is this. So I'm going to give you the examples and the things that I do to become or to improve my listening skills. As you can see, my speaking skills are still to improve. But, pues ya está. Ale, un besito. And share with someone that you like and with someone that you don't like. And if someone sent to you this episode and you don't like it, and no, it's okay because I think I just messed it up. Ale, ya está. Un besito, nos vemos en clase. Share with people. Chao.